Good day, folks. It's Stardate. It's October 26th by now. Captain's log. Oh, I guess I still got my flashlight on. Daggone it. So, it is now Sunday morning. And, I did the intro a little different because, there is somebody popped in over there, so I figured I'd start the intro down here, so if they're still asleep, you know, less likely to disturb them and all. So, Call Lake's website is finally back up. I think it showed the Call Lake is currently at, ooh, hold on, what's that? It's a nope. Okay. Call Lake is at, I think it's at 1.25 feet above normal. Now, goodness knows, I imagine it's probably going to just continue to fill up, though, sadly. So at least the website is back up, and we can kind of see what we're dealing with and all, and go from there. Hang on. What's that? I think that's another... Yeah, I think that's a similar mason jar. Well, I'll take it. It looks a little different, but it may not glow. Okay. Whew. Otherwise, I'm super duper stoked. Not only are we back at it doing what I love, we're still holding at 214 subscribers. Woohoo! I did a shout out video because apparently we had a lot of new subscribers join up this past week. So thank you sincerely to each and every one of y'all who have joined. If you haven't yet, please do subscribe. It is free. Best part, hit the bell icon so you're notified when I do post stuff. You won't miss out and stuff. And then, you know, as desired in the YouTube community, of course, do like, comment, and share and stuff. Also check and make sure that you're not randomly unsubscribed as well. And then, you know, always hash brown thing you tell a friend. Okay. Otherwise, got a few seagulls. I don't see any evidence of eagle life just yet. But, not to say that we couldn't see something later down the line. As of 7 a.m., Cawdam has not released yet. I think they did begin at 9 a.m. yesterday, so I'm kind of hoping they keep a similar schedule or a pattern. Yeah, otherwise I guess we'll go ahead and... Wait a minute. What is that? I almost thought those were feet print, but how curious. Okay, well, like I said, so far I think it's just us. I don't see any walkers. I did see a deer on the road leading up to the bridge. He crashed down from a hillside and he just took off running towards the water treatment plant. So unfortunately, my phone was in my car, and this is while I was putting my waders on. So yeah, sorry I missed that opportunity. Another mason jar lid piece. Okay, well, wish we had a little sun, but you know what? As long as we don't have any rain and the dam's cooperating, we'll take it. Alright, I'm trying to see if we see any eagle. I see something. What is that? Hang on. I'm not quite sure what that is. Maybe we do have an eagle already. It's open. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and shut this off. Ooh, we got our first flint chippy. Thank you, Jesus. Hopefully we'll find an artifact. If not, hopefully we get some chippies. Yeah, there's another chippy. Ooh. Right there. A little small, delicate pinky. Thank you, Jesus. Alrighty. Otherwise, it's kind of a gloomy morning, but we'll work with what we got. Alright, I think I'm going to grab one of my little medicines and spark that up. Yeah. So, yeehaw. Let's see what the tree blob is. Hopefully that's a baldy. Okay, it's about 8:03. We found a few flakies. Look at that. Unfortunately, I did not have an in situ revelation type video to go with this. Unfortunately, it was sticking up. It looked like an innocent. It's got kind of a curved end and standby. Okay, so otherwise it is a very curious little point. It was sticking up. It looked just like a regular flake until I pulled it out and I was like, wait a minute. The end is not broke. There is a little bit of like a divot. It's kind of a curious little find. Thank you, Jesus. Okay, well, otherwise, it's about 8:03, give or take. It'll be about a good 20 minutes before I can check Rivercast app, though. So. Oh, we got some little seagulls. Yay. Still got a big eagle blob up in the tree, so I guess we'll clear these gravels. And see if we might be able to get a good ID on that bird there. Holy moly. That's a pretty big blue catfish. That's probably got to be a baldy or an osprey. Hang on. Fit for scale and all. Alright, now. I didn't get a timestamp, sadly, but looky there. Looks pretty big and eagly. Very big and eagly. He hadn't sounded off. I mean, I can't see if that's a hint of a white head I see or not. So, I'm just going to clear these gravels. And either I can get closer and get more of a bead on him, or he'll fly and reveal himself. But yeah, that would explain right there why he's perched. That is wild. See a little bit more gold down here too, at least on that side. Well, still, you can see my scuff marks, but I got some other areas I could rough up. Alright then, see if the eagle does anything. There he goes. Where's he going? I cannot see what he was either. Doggone it. Oh well. Okay, I guess back to the hunt. Okay, it's about 8:19. Wow. Sorry, look how foggy it is downstream. Wowzers. Okay, otherwise, we got a few flakies in this interesting piece of rock. Yeah, otherwise we're kind of checking out the shallows. 8:19, so it's not quite time to check Rivercast app yet. Oh wow. Oh, those are seagulls. Okay, sorry, I thought they were geese. You know, the iconic migrating south, classic flying V formation, scenic ambiance, but No, in conclusion, they're just seagulls, so. Oh, hold on. That kind of looks chippy-like. That feels chippy-like, too. All right. Otherwise, you know, now that we're here, might as well check out that sandbar, right? Otherwise, I don't see any other possible eagle-y blobs. And we got that a whole good catfish on the bank there. I'm sure you won't be left alone for long. Alrighty, well, let me get some. Alright, I'm just trying to get some. Alright, so when I first started in 2017, we'd park over there, we'd come down here and walk these shores. So that's what I was limited to where I started out. And I had found a broken end of a arrowhead on them rocky shores, so just, well, taking you back to where it all started from. Yep. Alright, it's straight up 8:30 by now. We are, well, right back to almost our point of origins. Not for today, but you know, just paying respect to how it all began. So, I feel like we have some real pretty shallows up in here. We found a few chippies, not too much, but you know, better. Oh, hold on, what is that? I see a splash of pink. Hold up. That is a very delicate shard. Okay. Right. Wait a minute, is that toothed enamel? I think so. Yep. That's what that is all day long. We're finding a few little things. Call dam did not release as of 8. So I repeat, call dam did not release until 8. So God's smiling on us for at least another hour. So thank you, Jesus, for that. Okay. Otherwise, I'm going to see what all these shallows have. We still got that sandbar to work too. And then, obviously, we got to get back on the other side of the river. Yeah. Ooh, there's a lot of yellow upstream. Seagulls, okay. Alright, let's get at it and see what else we can find, I reckon. We're dang near, right up on the bridge, too. Alright, we are right up on the bridge. And we see lots of pretty shallows. And found a few more flaky dudes. Otherwise, we're just kind of slowly meandering. I'm going to clear that bar. And then I'm going to work the shallows between that sandbar and the bank. That's my strategy anyways, but I could get squirreled and pulled into a totally different trajectory, so let's just see what happens and how I feel and where I get, you know, pushed and pulled to, I reckon. Anyways, I do not see any other signs of eagle life, sadly. Bummer. Alright, well, let's clear this little sandbar, see if we can find any other pretty chippies or fossils or another artifact. Not to say that couldn't happen. Oh, crikey. Okay, I know this is just a flake, but wow. Hang on. Not staged, exactly as I encountered it. That's beautiful. Stand by while I position myself so I can take some pictures. Okay, we're back. We had a few other flakies, but look at that. Isn't that pretty? pretty colors. Pity it's bowed. It could have chipped into one heck of a artifact too. Ooh, hold on. Got some sus glass. It may glow, it may not, but we'll see. Yeah, I don't think that one is. That's pretty modern. Yeah. See the pup tent, but I don't see any other signs of life. Okay. Onward and upward. Okay. Again, sorry I did not get a timestamp. We got a big pink flaky is what we got. Now, off camera, I found this. I'll clean it up. It may be a nope, so. Alright, otherwise we are still clearing this little gravel bar. And let's get a time bearing, see what the dam's doing. Depending on that is how farther we'll go. Okay, it's about 8:44. And I stumbled across this, and the striping just screams flint. Now, it might be just a flake, but let's see. Boy, that sure could have been worked. Hang on, let me see if I can get a picture of that. Sorry. There we go, yay. Love that striping. That is so pretty. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Okay. Alright, I guess we still got a little bit more gravel bar to go. Okay, it's 8:49. So not quite time to check Rivercast app. Got a whole flaky. Ooh. It's not an artifact, but that could possibly pop into one with a leather pad and a nail. Just saying, that actually is a good flake. Hang on. I thought I saw a splash of pink somewhere. Oh, okay, it's just a river rock. Never mind. Oh, okay, my bag's way down there too. Shoot. Okay, well, I guess we'll clear this little area. We'll go back to my bag, and then as I hinted, I think I'm going to check these shallows between here and that strip. And then there is a shallow line. You know, you kind of see this stick in the water. Oh. There's a stick in the water, so there's a shallow line, and yeah, we might follow that on our way back in, so. Alrighty. Oopsie. False alarm. Okay. Alright. It's about, I didn't even catch, I think it's like 8:54. So we have, oopsie, I'm going to drop a flake. God bless it, sorry. So maybe glass, some flakies. And looky here, we got a little delicate pinky. Just waiting for me. I think I'm going to go ahead and go back into the shallows and kind of work a diagonal and see what else we can find. Again, it really depends on what the dam does at 9 o'clock or not, so stay tuned. Ooh, it's 9:04. Wait, where'd he go? There he is. Had an eagle. And then over here, hang on, where is he? There he is. That might be an eagle blob in the tree. Okay, otherwise we're slowly cruising these waterways and these gravels. I found a flaky, but that's it so far. I guess we'll see if we can get a little closer bead. I don't know if we'll get to the boneyards or not. It's about 9:14, so I'll check Rivercast, and if it cooperates and not releases, we might go ahead and check out the little boneyard. I don't know if I'm going to go into those shallows over there or not. I guess it just really depends. So, alright, let's get back at it. See if we can find anything else interesting today. Okay, it's about 9:13. I've only gotten these 2 chippies from the shallows, so I guess we're going to go ahead and check out and see. Ooh, I see something big and flappy. And now it stops flapping. So, now I do see another eagle blob in the tree. So we're going to make our way to the gravel bars and we'll see if he sounds off. Alrighty. Too early to check Rivercast app, so I hear him. I think those are baldies. We might have 2 of them. Oh, hold on. Well, one flew, I guess, and landed on the branches. I don't see anything perched by the waterfall either. Okay, well, guess we'll kill a little time until it's time to check Rivercast app. Should get a little close up at the eagles too. Well, we're getting closer, so we'll see. I bet you those are bald eagles. Plus, we got a lot of gravels. Good God. Shrink down. There, we got quite a bit of gravels to look at too. Got some crows. Ooh. That's an immature eagle right there. Yay. Where's he going? Okay. Sorry. I think, well, yeah, I think he's going to go more towards the carbon black versus heckling the other eagles, I guess. Okay, it's 9:25. Just found a few flakies. Our eagles, sadly, have flown off. Unless they're hidden and I just can't find them. Otherwise, incredibly, we are still the only signs of life down here. Not counting the person who's camped up in the pup tent. Yeah. Call Dam did not release as of 9, so we got at least another hour before we have to think about wrapping it up. So I think while I'm here, I'm going to check out these shallows because, you know, they have proved fruitful and successful in the past. So, yeah. Well, actually, let me check out a couple of these little gravels here, too. And then we'll get in the shallows and see what else we can find. Otherwise, you know, we found an artifact, got a few chippies. I don't know if anything we got is fun glass. I have been pleasantly surprised, so here's that. Yeah. I don't know if we're going to get to the spillway or the waterfall or just what we're going to do. So I guess we'll just go in the shallows and just see where we get pulled to. Yeah. It's about 9:40. I just heard a bald eagle sound off. I just couldn't get my phone out in time. I think I do see a blob way off yonder. But anyhow, we got these flakies. Yeah, I'm in the shallows, but I kind of zigged and zagged. I'm actually almost on this side of the river. Yeah. Oh, I do see a blob up there, too. Are you an eagle or croto? Anyways, I'm just kind of cruising. That looks, I don't know if that's going to be a flake or a hunk, though. Hang on. Oop. It's a rough rock. I'm not picking it up. A lot of fall colors here. I don't see any other signs of human life, so guess we'll see what all this is. See what maybe see if we can get on the shore or not. There might be a deep pocket. We'll see. Alrighty. Stand by and all. Finally made it. There's some quicksandy spots there. That was a little scary. But fret not, I'm here. Otherwise, maybe that was a crow up in the tree. Oh well. Okay, we're here. So we're gonna see if we can find any other cool finds while we're here. And then it'll be time to check Rivercast again soon, because it's like 9:40 something. Something or other. It's not flint. Okay. Ooh, that's that. Ever looks to be flint. Oh yes, that's a nice little kind of a bowed pinky. And yeah, we'll definitely see what that cleans up. Sorry, I like to see what lies underneath all that scum and patina and filth. Besides, they're my flakies and my finds. I can do with what I see fit. Yeah. Alright. I think it's about 9:53, give or take. Found a few chunks. Still prowling up here on these sides in this gravel, so I'll probably take the shallows and get back over there and clear all that. Again, a bit too soon to check Rivercast app, and it's definitely too soon for the wrap-up. No, I thought that was eagle sounds. Okay. Just onward and upward and see what else we can find. Sure be nice to get some sunlight. It kind of acts like it wants to, though. Okay, it's 10:05. Got a few flakies. Look at that pretty blue one and the striping on that. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, anywho. Still no eagles. Still no other signs of life. I think I see a hint of the red pup tent though, so. Okay. Otherwise, we're just kind of seeing if there's any other last minute flakies or doodads or interesting finds up here. Oops. There's an interesting looking flake chunk right there. Okay. Otherwise, we really haven't found much fun glass possibilities. I mean, a hunk or two, and they may not even glow either. Alright, well, it'll be time to check Rivercast app. As I hinted, it's 10:05. We'll see if they leave it off or if we're going to have to wind up wrapping it up. I think I'll find a crossing spot. There seems to be some promising gravels. And then we'll just probably check our gravel bar going back kind of thing. Alright then, stand by. Okay, it's 10:12. Got a few chunks and a flake. And I see, I don't know if that's a buzzard or the catfish was. And I keep thinking I hear an eagle trying to chirp and chitter, but maybe not. Okay. Well, we're on our side, so we're going to kick around these gravel bars. Not quite time to check the Rivercast app yet. Figure about another 10-15 minutes it will be, though. So, Alright, well, I see a scuff mark, but I don't see any scuff marks here, so I guess let's check it out. It's 10:18. I mean, this little area, we picked up that many little flakies, so not too bad. Still too soon for a send-off. Still a bit too soon to check river cast out. Even if they don't release, it seems like it's getting chillier and chillier, which if they don't release, we might check up by the waterfall. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I have to see if that's a buzzard on that catfish as well. I don't see anybody else yet, so it's just me and you guys. What's that? Oh, I think I kicked over a flaky. Hang on. Yeah, there's a flaky. Alright, let me put these up and then we'll keep moving. Okay, it's 10:30. We picked up a few flaky doos. And I need to check river cast still yet. Okay, it's about 10:33-ish. Got a few chunks and flakies, but unfortunately, call down did begin at 10, so yeah, I guess we're not going to get down to the spill. Oh my goodness, there's a little white truck. Check this out. I've never seen a truck. Well, yeah, I have once or twice, and I'm kind of assuming it's probably somebody with the water treatment plant, maybe. I don't know, maybe it's a regular civilian. Well, I don't think we're quite ready for the send-off just yet. So let me scuff along. We'll see what we've got found, and then we might do the send-off. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to visit the waterfall or not. Doggone it. It's 10:47. Found a few little flaky doos. We're up by the waterfall and the water treatment plant. I do not see Ricky Raccoon anywhere. Stumbled across. Yeah, he's pretty dead. Looks like a little baby perch. Okay. Otherwise, we're just seeing if there's anything interesting or fun glassy or maybe artifacty. Got a lot of rocks. That could be some promise. So, guess we'll check this out, clear the rocks, and then go back and clear the sandbars before the bridge, and I guess slowly wrap it up at some point. So. Alrighty. Not sure if my buddy's working today or not. Okay. Ooh, hold on, what is that? That is stripey and flinty. Okay. Oh, wow. Stumbled across a whole jawbone, it looks like. Whoops, there goes the bag. Now, well, I don't know. It's organic. It's definitely not mineralized bone. Oh, what do we got here? Probably some teeth shards, I bet. Yeah. I don't know. Bison, maybe? It is pretty degraded, so I ain't gonna bring it home. Oh, wow. Okay, I don't know if I can zoom in this mode. There are some carp down here. And they were just lollygagging around. So, anyhow, oh, that's a seagull. Okay. Well, we're back up here. I'm going to slow down because I have found stuff in this little area too. Fun glassy and an artifact or two. Oh, I see the fish. Maybe I can get a little closer up with the fish. Oh, hold on, look at that. Hold up. It's modern rock. That was a waste. Okay. Now, yes, let me get my bearings and figure out where we're going to start. And go from there. Alright, it's 11:14. Got a few little last minute flakies. Otherwise, we're back up here. There's our catfish breakfast. I thought I did see the reflection in a river vehicle over on the other side of the bridge in the little columns, but I don't see it now. Maybe they're hidden behind one of the columns. So, anywho, I'm gonna set my bag down here. I'm gonna kick around here for a little bit. And I think we're about ready to wrap it up. In fact, I'll go ahead and just do the send off here. So, again, I'm glad the rain stopped enough for us to get out. And I'm also grateful enough for Call Dam to, held off till at least 10. I know the lake's going to do nothing but fill up with all the water that we've gotten around it here and upstream. Park City, Wichita, Kansas will have to contend with because all that runs off and goes, yep, you guessed it, downstream to us. So, anywho, I do appreciate y'all sneaking off with me like always. I enjoy showing off what I find. And, plus it's just fine. It's just fun to find stuff with friends and stuff. Yeah. So, again, to all 214 of my subscribers, I do enjoy and appreciate and dig all of y'all more than you guys realize, I think. So, till next time, walk, post, short video, combination of the multiple aboves. Y'all know what to do. Continue to be good and do good. Take care of each other and take care of yourselves and be good to yourself first and foremost. Because if you're not doing that, how can you do all the other stuff? Sounds logical, right? Right. Oh, anywho, this is Kat and I'm fixing to sign off and stuff. What a curious little flint chunky. Okay, anyways, I'm fixing to sign off and stuff. Laters. Okay, it's 11:23. As you can see, I got sucked into the shallows again. There's my stick. Ooh, hold on, I see some chippies, but hang on. Check this out. Found, some teeth and some chippies, but found this. This looks like a very crude arrowhead. Stand by. Okay, so get some pictures. There's the beveling. I can't tell. The tip. Beginner. But that's, I believe, an artifact. Maybe done by a beginner or novice. Alright, now. I saw a pink flake, but then I saw this one too. Hang on. Yep, that's flinty. Even in the shallows, I can see that. All day long. Alright. So thank you, Jesus, for the second sweet artifact. Okay, there he is. Sorry, there was an eagle, but sadly, my phone would not cooperate in time. However, I did find this here cell phone last minute. I don't know if this is your phone. I'm going to toss it there on the bank. But the dam is rising, so you better hurry while you can if you want your phone back.